Hey, this is Nick with Obsessed Garage and welcome to OG Academy, the series of short videos where we dive into more of the technical details of the things we sell. Today, we're talking about how to properly apply OG tire dressing to your tires. So when you're getting ready to apply tire dressing, the first thing is we have to make sure the tires are super clean. We have some pretty mangy Ram tires right here. These probably haven't been cleaned in a long time, and as you can see, there is zero dressing on them. So we got to get them cleaned, and I have all my tools to do that right here. So first I'm just going to give them a quick little rinse. Now that they're rinsed off, I'm going to use the tire cleaner of my choice. We're going to be using Brake Buster through a foam cannon today. Now that we have the foam on the tires, we're going to use our Detail Factory tire brush to really scrub and get into that rubber. We want to make sure there's no dirt, contaminants, or oils on this. Now that our tire's clean, we're just going to give it a little rinse down. All right, and that wraps it up for the cleaning. We're going to take this truck over to the yarn building and get to applying our tire dressing. Okay. All right, so some of the things you're going to need to do a perfect application of OG tire dressing is stoners, tar, and sap remover, and a wheel towel. This is to take off any of the residual tar or grime left on the tire after the wash. So after years of road use, or even after they were just mounted or balanced, there's going to be a little residual stuff left on there. So this will totally strip it off, and I'll show you how that works. And of course, we're going to need some Obsessed Garage tire dressing. This one is in a press-all bottle with our custom label on it, but when you order it, it'll come in just a standard bottle with a Tolco sprayer head. We're going to need a couple brushes to apply it and put it on the tire. So we have our Curveball brush and our Race Glaze, but we're probably only going to use the Curveball one. Lastly, you're going to need some sort of towel to buff down the finish and get that nice deep satin look that we're going for, so we can reuse the same towel we used for the tar and sap remover. So let's jump right into it and get to applying some tire dressing. We're going to take our Stoners tar and sap remover, and we're just going to spray it right onto the tire. And we'll take our wheel and tire towel and scrub it down. So you can actually see on this towel all the dirt and grime and that tar that we weren't able to get off the tire with just the standard wash. That's why we really recommend using some tar and sap remover before you do your initial application. This isn't something you'd want to do on regular washes, only when you want to strip the tire, start from fresh, or if you have a new tire. We can actually see the difference that the tar and sap remover is making. This is after wiping it down, and this is before. Now remember that we washed these tires twice with a pretty aggressive wheel cleaner, and there was still that much left on the tire. All right, I'll just give it a quick look. All right, now that we're done making sure the tire is perfectly clean, it's time to get on to the fun part, applying the Obsessed Garage tire dressing. So I'm just going to pick up my tire dressing and my brush of choice. Today I'll be using the Detail Factory Curveball brush. This is meant for interiors, but we found that it's really good for applying tire dressing to a bigger tire. So we'll take our tire dressing, spray it straight into the brush. It's going to take a good bit to prime the brush up, so give it a couple pumps until you see a little puddle, and then I like to just tap it to make sure it gets deep into the bristles. And we're ready to start lathering it on. So We're getting a little low on tire dressing, so I'm just going to put a little bit more into my brush and we'll do the other half of the tire. You'll notice when we first apply this, it's looking really shiny and really glossy. This will not be the final finish of it. We just want to apply it super, super heavy because these tires are super thirsty and they haven't had a tire dressing on them in quite some time. Perfect. I'm just going to touch this up. Now that we let the tire dressing sit for about 4 or 5 minutes, it's ready to get buffed to our desired finish. We're going for a deep satin finish, no gloss. So while you're buffing this tire, you can continue to go until you reach your desired finish. Like I said, we're going for more of a matte finish, so we're going to keep buffing for a minute, but if you like it a little more glossy, you can leave a little bit more on there. As long as there's no tire dressing dripping off, you should be good. I think that's good. And that wraps it up. We have a strong and good application of Obsessed Garage tire dressing. And future maintenance washes, all we'll have to do is spray a little bit on, re-wipe it with the brush, and we'll be good to go. But it is important to get that first initial coating down really well. And as long as you follow these steps, you'll be right there. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any suggestions or questions, please let us know down below. And everything you saw in this video is available on our store at obsessedgarage.com.